So today we worked on guard pulling and then tripod sweeps. Jason actually went into like a really interesting explanation for guard pulls. First is sort of like why, and that's, if you don't think that you can win a takedown battle, then you shouldn't just go into it, right? Like, why fight a war that you're not gonna win? So if you feel like the other guy, as soon as you get grips on someone, if they have very like authoritative grips, then or their grips are a lot stronger than yours, then it's like less likely that you'll be able to do the takedown before he takes you down. And then Jason said, you get 2 points for a takedown, but you also get 2 points for a guard pull and then a sweep. And that the guard pull, you don't do a guard pull and be like, oh, now what do I do? You do a guard pull with the intention of transitioning straight into a sweep. So that sort of informs your guard pull also. So that makes, when you do a guard pull, you want to break the posture and get into position for the sweep at the same time. So you don't want to just pull down, get to the ground, and then be like, hey, what am I doing? So having a specific intention of what you're going to do before you do the guard pull lets you do the guard pull in a useful way, or intentional way. For example, you won't be pulling straight back, you'll be pulling to the side, and you'll be concentrating on putting the posture while you're doing it. So then the other thing is that just like when you do a takedown, you need to get an angle on the person, you need to get them off balance. If they're in like a really strong stance, you're not going to do a takedown. And just like that, the same goes for a guard pull. You can't just grab onto the guy and then sit down. That'll let the other guy be in a really good position. So the ideal bad posture for the opponent is to have both of his feet in line. So let's say if their legs are in line as you start, then you simply just do the guard pull. But if they have a staggered stance, then what you want to do is you want to maneuver them so that they have a straight line stance. So one way is to step in the direction of the lead foot, and then pull on the other side. So you're pulling on the side of the back leg, and then that'll pull the back leg forward, so then his stance will be flat. Another way is to step in the direction of the back leg, so that forces him to turn toward you, and then if he doesn't shuffle his feet, then his stance will be flat. And then the third way is to tack the front leg and force him to step back. So you can do that either by like a foot sweep or like an ankle pick or something of that nature. And then you should also, and that's when you should go for the guard pull. And then then another nuance is that the foot you're bringing up should be on the same side that you're controlling the sleeve, because they'll be able to guard against the guard pull. And also, even if they just touch that leg, they would get points for a takedown. So you did a straight leg into the hip, and then you come down to the side. You don't want to pull straight back and pull him on top of you, so you kind of come to the side, breaking his posture. The leg is straight out into him. You don't want it bent. And then from there you can get into whatever sweep you want to do. We did tripod sweep. So tripod sweep, you have that leg and the hip. Your same side hand goes to the ankle, and then the opposite foot goes either to the back of the knee or the ankle on the other side, and then you just push with your leg, with the leg and the hip, and you should go down. You want to come up controlling the leg, or you could go into like a staple on that leg. And that's if you have a lapel grip. You still have the lapel grip and his posture is broken. If his posture is not broken, or he breaks your grip and postures up, then you should still get the same attachment points. So the leg is still on the hip, the same side hand is on the ankle, the right foot is on the knee. Actually, you wouldn't have to get the right on the knee, it's just on that same side. And then you thrust up from the hip, from the shoulders and the head. So you want to push through the whole of your body to knock them backwards. If you just try to use your legs, it's not going to work. So you need to extend through your whole body to knock them off. And then the third one we did is, what if he steps away with either of his legs? So this one I'm not sure, I need to look up, but the fundamental is that you need to control his ankle pulling. You have to have a pulling motion on the ankle and a pushing motion at the waist, or lapel. So whatever foot is closest to you, you want to control that with a hand or a foot or a knee, and then you want to push at the waist. I think you'll always have your foot into the hip, so that's your pushing point. And then so you just need to find a point of contact on the nearest ankle, whatever ankle he doesn't pull back. You need to trap that ankle and then push back with the foot that's on the hip.